Your song at 3, Bruno Mars.
What was it? One more time?
Bruno Mars.
We'll hold the explosion.
Okay, cool. It Will Rain. Now, obviously, it is going to be on the soundtrack to Breaking Dawn Part 1.
Okay.
How did that happen? Tell me what happened. Who approached you? Did you approach them?
I was on tour working on... it wasn't even called It Will Rain at that point. It was just... I had a couple lines for the first verse. And as soon as I was done with tour... the people from Twilight said, hey, why don't you come down and check out a couple scenes and let us know if you have anything. So I went down, they played me about 25 minutes of footage, and I said to myself, I was like, man, if I could finish this song that I was working on, I think it'd be great, and that's where It Will Rain came from.
Yeah, nice. Now, I heard a rumour, confirm or deny.
Deny. Next question.
That am I right in thinking you
Denied.
shot 2 clips? Was there 2 clips, and then the first one you didn't like?
No. It was just I didn't nail the
right.
Yeah, I didn't nail it. So we had to. I would take the music video serious. You know. I feel like this is when you can show what you were thinking when you wrote the song and what picture was painted in your mind when you were writing the song. And it's very important that you capture whatever the emotion is. That's why the Grenade, I'm pulling the piano, I wanted you to see the struggle. The Lazy song, it's obviously a silly song. I'm dancing with monkeys.
Yeah.
I felt like It Will Rain, you really have to understand what it's like to be madly in love with someone, and if they were to walk away, your whole world would end, and it'd be miserable. And I really wanted to make sure that came across in the video.
You said you take clips seriously. Your whole performance, everything about you is strictly business, right? Like it comes across amazingly well, right?
You.
Like I saw you at the MTVs in Belfast.
Yeah.
And just the choreography, and you've got it going down. You know exactly what you're doing.
No, you really gotta make a statement. Mm-hmm. You don't just go up there and sing the song. Like, bring it to life.
You did make a statement. The baby blue tuxedos.
Blue.
I want to talk about that more in a moment.
All
We've just got to keep rolling out the top 7 songs at 2 tonight, live from London. Tyre Cruise, Hangover. With Bruno Mars. He is a special guest co-host tonight at Nova. Bruno Mars, special guest... Oh, sorry, I went too quick. Bruno Mars is here. Special guest co-host tonight now. We're talking about the MTV Awards a moment ago.
Yes, sir.
The powder blue suits, the tuxes.
Damn right.
Man, you were rocking that.
The Dumb and Dumber tuxes. That's one of my favorite movies. You ever seen Dumb and Dumber?
Absolutely.
When they show up with when Jim Carrey has the baby blue tux on?
I, after watching Dumb and Dumber, went and then stuck my tongue on the freezer door.
I've done that. Not the tongue, but my finger. I got messed up.
See, because I wanted to find out what happened. Don't do it.
No.
I know you're 26 now, but sometimes we can be stupid, right? And still do things on a Friday night. Like, let's go stick my tongue on the freezer. Right. It actually takes the skin off.
Absolutely. I did it on the back of my freezer. I remember very well. I was about 10 years old, and my finger gets stuck on the froth, or the frost, whatever you call it. And I look at my sister in panic, and I said, give me your water, give me your water. She looks at me and goes, no. This is my water. And I'm trying to explain to her, the best I can what's going on. That didn't work out too well.
And did you lose any skin?
I definitely lost some skin and had to go to school with a blistered finger.
And you didn't lose it on the freezer door, did you? No, you didn't. You had like a skateboarding accident, or
no,
you fell off?
It was a freezer. It was.
Oh wow, okay.
It was a freezer door.
You
Nothing
that.
Cool like that.
Good work. Good work. Hey, I want to ask a really important question in a couple of minutes from now.
All right.
But we've got to play a song.
All right. What song is this?
Have you heard of Luciana?
Yes.
Yes. The song is called I'm Still Hot. This is the Fresh Hits live from London here at Nova. Come on, if you're going to co-host with me, you've got to keep it down pat.
One more time.
All
one
right.
more time.
Is Bruno Mars co-hosting? Now, I said I had a really important question that I need to ask you. And it starts like this. So you're famous around the world. You tour places. Women around the world know your name. When you go home, though, and hang out with the family, and just unwind, do you still have to take out the garbage bins?
Absolutely. Oh, my mom would whoop my ass.
Really?
Yeah, that's what keeps me grounded.
That's good.
Mama. It's the same thing every time I go home.
Does she call you Bruno?
Yeah, if I'm lucky. There's some other name she calls me I'd rather not speak about.
That's fine.
But, yeah, Bruno.
But you know you're in trouble, right, when she doesn't call you Bruno?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah, cool. We do this segment called New at 7:52.
Okay.
Novas Fresh. Oh, yes. New at 7:52. At 7:52.
We play a brand new song that has never been played on Nova before. One of the guys in this song you would know. Travie McCoy?
Hate him. Next question.
Okay. Do you know Ayaz?
Yeah, I know both of them, man.
They cool dudes?
Oh, yeah, good friends of mine. We always see each other. Me and Ayaz always see each other in the studio circuits in California. But, of course, the history that I got with Travie McCoy,
Yeah.
The coolest dude in the world.
Well, the song is called Pretty Girls. This is new at 7:52. It is the Fresh Hits live from London tonight with Bruno Mars. Special guest co-hosting at Nova. Tonight, this is the Fresh Hits live from London. I'm Smallsy with Bruno the Shotgun. Mars co-hosting tonight.
You like that?
That was good. Man, you're good.
Okay, so Bruno the Shotgun, cock back,
Yeah.
Mars, explosion.
Sounds good. That was Jason Derulo called Breathing. Now, let's talk about your career for a second. People may know, they may have heard the stories by now, but you've been doing this biz for a long time, right? Co-writing behind the scenes for years.
Ever since I was a wee baby.
Yeah. I heard you dressed up as Elvis once.
Once.
Or was it many a times?
I used to think I was Elvis. I was growing up. My dad had this 1950s like rock and roll show, and my uncle would come out and do Elvis in Hawaii. He would come out there, and that was my favorite part of the whole show. So I would watch it every night, and I would beg my dad, bring me up. So 4 years old, he brings me up on stage. You know, I can barely talk, but I go up there and wiggle a little bit, and ever since then, you couldn't pull me off.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
And you've obviously co-written a lot of stuff for a whole bunch of artists, right? Flo Rida, Adam Levine. How did those all come about, like, early on in your career? Were you just chilling, and then you were writing stuff and then submitting it, and then people would pick it up? Or were you like, oh, please, I wrote this?
I hooked up with the production team I'm with. Philip Lawrence and R. Levine, and we would just live in the studio. And any chance we got to get a record label to come down and listen to songs, that's what it was until we started doing it. It was more and more that would come down every week to hear what we got. And that's how we got lucky enough to work with those guys.
Yeah, nice. All right, well, I want to talk more about collaborations in just a couple of minutes.
Let's do it.
But have you heard the new Wiz Khalifa Snoop Dogg song?
Yeah, what do you mean? Not only heard it, but produced it.
It's called Young, Wild and Free. I am tipping, my man, that it is going to be the biggest song in Australia this summer.
I hope so, man.
It has got the chillest vibe about it, right?
Wiz and Snoop, man. It don't get better than that.
This is the Fresh Hits live from London with Bruno the Shotgun, Mars, co-hosting live here at Nova. From London, Bruno Mars is co-hosting the show with us. Ricky Lee, she's an Aussie chick. That is her song called Raining Diamonds. Now,
what up, Aussie chick?
She's hot.
I bet, man, you got some Aussie chicks out there, let me tell you.
The last time I saw you, you did a gig.
But you're a Team Jacob, so it's alright.
Oh, I had to. That's fine. No, that's fine. I'll ask you about coming back to Australia later on. But we're talking about collaborations a minute ago, right?
Okay.
There have been so many, right? Obviously, do you really enjoy that part of like just getting in the room with someone else who is obviously musically minded and just going, let's see what we do?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you get to work with dudes like CeeLo and Snoop Dogg, Wiz. You know that's. You learn something every time you're in the studio with another artist, and you put it in your back pocket, and you get to use some of that knowledge you learned on your own stuff.
Do you ever have like a pinch yourself moment where you sort of like, holy crap, I'm walking into the same room to, co-write or produce something with someone who I have like...
Only when I look in the mirror. That's when it's like, you did it, you. You did it.
Did you lay in bed at night talking to yourself? Going, oh, look at me go.
Duh. Of course. That's how Just the Way You Are came about. I was talking about myself, really.
We're going to talk about more about your songs, in particular the latest song, in a couple of minutes from now. But coming up next, your chance to be heading to the Future Music Festival. This is Gautier and Kimbra, somebody that I used to know. The Fresh Hits live from London with Bruno, the Shotgun, Mars.